Chapter 5, Lesson 6, Dilations. The objective: learn to identify and create dilations of plane figures. A dilation changes the size, but not the shape of a figure. When we're working with dilations, you will have two figures. One is the original. The second figure is known as the image. If we look at our picture over here, the red triangle, triangle ABC, would be the original. The blue triangle would be the image. If you look closely at the blue triangle, the vertices, the corner of the triangles, are labeled A and it has an apostrophe. That's read as A prime. This would be B prime and C prime. So triangle ABC would be the original. Triangle A prime, B prime, and C prime would be the image. Our question is to figure out if this transformation is a dilation. To answer that question, you simply have to figure out if these two shapes are similar figures. Number one, do the two figures have the same shape? Yes, they're both right triangles. Are the ratios equal? Compare the ratios of corresponding side lengths. The ratios that we have set up here in this example, 2 to 3, would be the short leg to the long leg of the image. Is that proportionate to the short leg to the long leg of the original? You could use cross products. Please calculate the cross products, compare your answers, and then decide, is the transformation a dilation? And circle either yes or no. Example B. Tell whether the transformation is a dilation. Again, if we look at the picture, ABCD, that rectangle is the original. The image would be the blue rectangle, A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime. Are these two shapes similar? Number one, do the two figures have the same shape? Please circle yes or no. Number two, are the ratios equal? Please set up two ratios and use either cross products or decimals to decide if those two ratios are proportionate. Then finally, is the transformation a dilation? Please circle yes or no. A dilation can enlarge or reduce a figure. The scale factor describes how much a figure is enlarged or reduced. It represents the ratio of a length on the image to the corresponding length on the original figure. Example C. Dilate the figure by a scale factor of 2. What are the vertices of the image? Scale factor. The word's factor means that we're going to be using multiplication. Vertices are corners. An image is going to be created from the original. Take a look at our picture. Triangle ABC is the original. You are being asked to create an image. Another triangle that is similar to this by using a scale factor of 2. Step number 1. Identify the coordinates of the vertices. This triangle obviously has 3 vertices, 3 corners, A, B, and C. You first need to figure out the coordinate pair for letter A, and then B, and then C. Letter A is at coordinate 2, 2. Letter B is at coordinate 4. Please fill in the y coordinate. Letter C is at coordinate 2. Please fill in the y coordinate here. For step 2, multiply each coordinate by the scale factor. Now remember, in the directions, the scale factor that we're using is 2. A factor means multiply. So we go back down here. Letter A, coordinate is 2, 2. So we're going to multiply each coordinate by the scale factor. In this case, it's 2. So the x coordinate is 2, and we're going to multiply that by 2. The y coordinate is 2, and we're going to multiply that by 2. Let's go to letter B. Letter B's coordinate is 4, 2. We're going to multiply the x coordinate of 4 by a scale factor of 2, multiply the y coordinate 2 by a scale factor of 2. So please fill in 2 here. Now we're going to move on to letter C. Letter C's coordinate was 2, 4. We're going to multiply each of those coordinates by 2. So 2 times 2 and 4 times 2. Step 3. Graph the vertices. You are asked to graph A prime, B prime, and C prime of the image. So A prime is going to be 4, 4. Because the original figure, its vertice A was 2, 2. We multiplied it by a scale factor of 2 and came out with 4, 4. Please complete B prime's coordinates and C prime's coordinates. Then graph these 3 coordinates on this graph up here. Label each of the vertices as A prime, B prime, and C prime. Now remember that this is a dilation, so the shape that you are creating has to be similar to the original.